What's up, basketball family, and welcome back to another video. Before we dive into today's massive Lakers trade news, make sure to absolutely demolish that like button and subscribe to join our NBA family. Now, let's get into this bombshell report that's lighting up the NBA world right now. The Chicago Bulls have their eyes set on one of the Lakers' most promising young talents, and this isn't just some random rumor. Multiple sources are confirming that the Bulls front office has been actively monitoring Austin Reaves, and they're prepared to make a serious push to acquire him. This is the kind of news that could completely reshape both franchises, and we need to break down exactly why this is such a big deal. Let's start with what Austin Reaves has become for the Lakers. We're not talking about just another role player anymore. This man has transformed himself into a legitimate offensive weapon, averaging over 15 points per game with efficiency that would make even the most seasoned veterans jealous. But it's not just about the numbers, it's about the moments. Remember that clutch three against Phoenix? That game-winning drive against Miami? Reaves has shown up in the biggest moments, and that's exactly why the Bulls are so interested. Speaking of the Bulls, let's talk about their situation. They're at a crossroads right now. DeMar DeRozan isn't getting any younger, Zach LaVine's future with the team is uncertain, and they desperately need a young guard who can create for others while also getting his own bucket. Enter Austin Reaves. The fit makes perfect sense on paper. He's young, he's still on a team-friendly contract, and his ceiling? We might not have even seen it yet. Now, this is where things get really interesting. I've been talking to some sources around the league, and the Bulls aren't just thinking about making an offer. They're reportedly willing to put together a package that would make Rob Pelinka and the Lakers front office seriously consider picking up the phone. We're talking multiple assets here, and potentially some win-now pieces that could help the Lakers in their championship pursuit. The first package that's been floating around involves Alex Caruso making a return to LA, along with Patrick Williams and a protected 2025 first-round pick. Now, Lakers fans, I know you're already getting excited about the idea of AC fresh back in purple and gold. The defensive potential of a Caruso-AD tandem? That's the kind of stuff that keeps opposing coaches up at night. And don't sleep on Patrick Williams. This kid has shown flashes of being a two-way force, and his best basketball is still ahead of him. But there's another package that's been whispered about, and this one's even more intriguing. Imagine DeMar DeRozan in a Lakers uniform. The Bulls might be willing to part with DeRozan and a protected first-round pick for Reaves and matching salary. Now, before you jump into the comments saying I'm crazy, think about this. DeRozan is still averaging over 22 points per game. He's one of the best mid-range scorers in the league, and he's proven he can be that crucial third option on a contending team. Let's go even deeper into why this trade discussion is happening now. The Lakers are in an interesting position. They've got LeBron James and Anthony Davis playing at an elite level, but the window for championship contention with this core isn't infinite. They need to maximize their chances now, while also keeping an eye on the future. This is where the decision gets complicated. Do you keep the young, improving player who fits perfectly with your stars, or do you cash in for proven veterans who might raise your ceiling right now? And let's talk about what Reaves means to this Lakers team beyond the stats. This guy has become a fan favorite, and for good reason. He's got that underdog story that LA loves. Undrafted player becomes a key piece on a championship contender. The chemistry he's developed with LeBron and AD isn't something you can just recreate overnight. There's value in continuity, especially when you're trying to make a deep playoff run. The Bulls' perspective is equally fascinating. They're looking at a player who could potentially be their point guard of the future. Reaves has shown he can run an offense, create for others, and most importantly, he's clutch. In today's NBA, having a guard who can score efficiently at all three levels while also being a willing passer is like finding gold. The Bulls see Reaves as someone who could help them transition into their next era while still being young enough to grow with their core. But here's where we need to get real for a minute. The Lakers would be asking for a lot more than what's been reported so far. We're talking about an unprotected first-round pick, potentially multiple pick swaps, and maybe even another young player. The Bulls would need to decide if they're willing to go all in on Reaves, knowing that they'd be mortgaging a significant portion of their future. Looking at recent trades for young, ascending players, the price tag would likely start with 2 first-round picks plus young talent. The Bulls would need to seriously consider if they're willing to pay that price. And for the Lakers, they'd need to be absolutely certain that whatever package they receive in return gives them a better chance at a championship than keeping Reaves. The timing of all this is crucial too. We're approaching the trade deadline, and teams are starting to show their hands. The Bulls might not be the only team interested in Reaves. There could be a bidding war brewing behind the scenes, which would only drive up his price. The Lakers are in a position of power here. They don't need to trade Reaves unless they're blown away by an offer. Let's consider the ripple effects of a potential trade. If the Lakers acquire DeRozan, how does that affect their spacing? Would they need to make additional moves to add more shooting? If they go for the Caruso package, do they have enough scoring off the bench? These are the questions that keep general managers up at night. For the Bulls, adding Reaves would likely mean a shift in their offensive philosophy. They'd be getting younger, more dynamic, and potentially more unpredictable. It could be exactly what they need to break out of their current mediocrity and build something sustainable for the future. The contract situations make this even more interesting. Reaves is on a team-friendly deal, which means any team trading for him gets excellent value for the next few years. In today's NBA, having productive players on good contracts is almost as valuable as draft picks. The Bulls would be getting not just a good player, but a good player on a great contract. Here's what I think happens. The Lakers listen to offers, but ultimately hold on to Reaves unless they're absolutely blown away. We're talking multiple unprotected first-round picks, a young player with upside, and a win-now veteran. Anything less than that, and I don't see Rob Pelinka pulling the trigger. But that's just my take, and I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on this potential trade. Would you give up Austin Reaves if you were the Lakers? What package would make you say yes? Don't forget to crush that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown, and hit subscribe for more NBA content just like this. We're dropping videos daily, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. Also, make sure to check out our Discord community where we're discussing all these NBA trades and rumors in real time. The link is in the description below. And follow us on Twitter and Instagram for instant updates and behind-the-scenes content. That's going to do it for today's video, family. Thank you all for watching, and remember, in the NBA, anything can happen. This is your boy signing out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.